welcome back to a new video. Today I wanted to switch things up. I've been talking a lot about disability and things to do with that, and although I will be touching a little bit on that in this video, I am going to be focusing more on my experience on online school. So I have been a fully online college student for the last 3 years. I am now a junior, and I kind of wanted to give some pros and cons to help you figure out if you want to be online, maybe a hybrid where you're sometimes online, sometimes not, or if you want to be a fully in-person student. So one of my big pros is, for me personally, is I can work around my pain. Now I have a big computer that I typically work on, but I recently just got a tablet. It has been extremely helpful for me when I'm in pain. I can sit here in my recliner and do my schoolwork that needs to get done that day while taking care of myself. Another big pro is you can do it anywhere. So you have a really busy schedule, you're kind of all over the place throughout the day, and only will sometimes have like 10 or 15 minutes here and there to get things done. You can do that. You can keep it on your phone, and if you have data, you can just do it over that. You can set up a hotspot and do it on your computer. Whatever works for you, you can get it done. Piggybacking off of that, you can do it at any time of day. If you are really busy in the morning because of your job and only can work on stuff at like 10, 11 o'clock at night, you can do that. Most assignments, in my experience, are due at midnight, so you have the whole day to get them done. Another thing is, if your experience with teachers being like, this is due in a week, this is due in 3 days, this is due tomorrow, like really annoys you, you don't have that. It is up to you to have it written down and get that done, and if that is really how your brain works, and having somebody constantly say, this is due, you need to get this done, is really annoying for you. If having a teacher down your throat trying to get you to get work done is really annoying, that's not a thing. And finally, my final pro that I could think of is at least again in my experience, all professors are really understanding if you need a little extra time to get something done. If something's happened in your personal life, you just have a really busy schedule and you just need an extra day to get something done, most professors are super okay with it. Just know that some of the stricter professors will probably take a few points off because it's a day late. Getting into a few cons that I've noticed. Sometimes professors and when you need to talk. Sometimes professors and students can be really hard to get in touch with. So you can email your professor on Monday a problem that you're having, and you might not hear from them until that Friday, if you're lucky. So that can be really frustrating and very difficult to get things done in a timely manner, especially if it has something to do with your grade or graduating. Also, if you are somebody who really needs to have a teacher say, like, this is the reminder that this is due in a week, due in 3 days, due in 1 day, then that's definitely something that you're going to struggle with, because again, most professors don't do that with online school. You'll get like notifications that are pre-set up, at least with the program that my school uses. You get a notification when something's due, so you'll get a notification the day before and then the day of, but that's about it. So if you have a really big assignment, it's kind of up to you to schedule in time to work on it on your own. Another thing that I experienced is I found it quite stressful to have my work on my phone, so I actually don't have any of my school things on my phone anymore, and that's been very helpful for my mental health personally, because I don't get the notifications every time my grade changes. But that also makes it a little bit difficult because if I do get an email from a professor and I'm not working, I don't have anything to send me notifications, I have gotten professors saying, you need to reply to this is really time sensitive, and then I just haven't, and they've gotten a little upset with me. But of course I explained, and then they fully understood. But that can be something to be aware of, is those constant notifications on your phone might mess with your head a little bit. My final point is going to be true no matter what kind of student you are, but there's going to be times where you're going to have a professor that you don't like, but it's the only professor that has that class, and you need the class to graduate, so you have to take it. And those classes are going to be very difficult to get through. You just kind of have to do your best and be okay with maybe not having the best grade because you couldn't give 100% to the class. So, some final wrap-up thoughts. For me personally, online school has been the best option for me because of its flexibility. I have had to learn how to have a very productive, setup to my schoolwork and, working on the channel and all of my personal life stuff. So being online wasn't really that big of a shift for me, but if you've never really had to go through having a solid schedule, not overworking yourself, staying on top of your schoolwork, it's gonna be a big adjustment. I can actually make a video about how I do it personally. If that's something you guys are interested in, please let me know. But I definitely recognize that that's not going to be everybody's experience, and that is totally fine. Online school isn't for you, it's not for you. Just know that there are the two other options that I know of is hybrid and then fully in person. So hybrid would be you take some classes in person and then you take some classes online. So you do have the flexibility of having those certain classes online, but then you have the structure of going in person to certain classes. And then of course, fully in person, you go to all your classes in person. So those are my pros and cons. I hope that that was helpful for anybody who has been debating whether they want to be fully in person or online. Please leave in the comments down below any thoughts and opinions you have on the matter, and I will see you guys in the next